How are you guys doing tonight? Nice to see you here, as always. Got something special in store, as always. Let me just mess with the camera a little bit more. There, that's better. Now you can see my little witchy squishmallows in the background. So how's everybody doing tonight? Are we doing good? I hope so. Especially since Halloween's coming. That's the like ultimate best time of the year, in my opinion. And my birthday is the day after Valentine's Day. It used to be my favorite holiday, not anymore. Hi, Thomas. Oh, it's nice to see you back. I was wondering if you would join us tonight. Why are you scared, kitty? Oh, hey! Hey, Derek! Nice to see you. I really appreciate you popping in. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm doing these now every. Um, is it daylight savings today? I didn't know that. Because my phone just sets itself, so sure. No, you'll know if you missed a live. So, for everybody who's here, D's Gex is Derek Nelson. He's a great breeder of leopard geckos, and I've got some of his geckos, which I absolutely love. So, if you're looking for awesome leopard geckos, definitely check out D's Gex, Derek Nelson. You can find him on Instagram, you can find him on Threads, and you can find him, I believe he's on TikTok, but I could be wrong about that. I could be wrong. So, what I had planned for tonight got messed up because I'm in the middle of moving. So, what I wanted to do was I wanted to paint pumpkins tonight. And I was going to ask you all to go, because it's a kit that I got at Target. So I was going to ask you all to go to Target and like get the kit so we could do it together. But that has already been moved to my new place, and it's like all the way across like Charlotte. It's really far from where I'm at now. And I have transportation issues at the moment, so getting everything. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, it's always spooky over here. It's never too early for Halloween, and it's the best time of the year. But thanks for joining us. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, it'd really help the channel out. It's free for you to do. So, yeah, welcome everybody. It's nice to see you guys here. These live streams aren't any fun if people don't join. Then I'm just talking to myself and my moderator. So, yeah, I had planned on doing, a pumpkin painting, activity tonight. So since I accidentally took those to my new place, and I'm not going to be able to get them before Halloween, what I've decided is that on Halloween, okay, for whoever would like to join, I'm going to do a live stream. Last year we had a Halloween party, and like all the animals decked out their tanks. You guys should check that out because it was really, really good. We did a tour, kind of like, if you guys remember the Goddard, right? But so anyways, you made me lose my train of thought, kitty. So what I figured we would do instead is if you all would go out and get like, a little pumpkin. It doesn't have to be anything major. And pick up some dollar store paints or stuff like that, or stickers, and whatever you want to decorate your pumpkin with, and bring your pumpkin to the live, and I'll decorate a pumpkin. You guys will all decorate pumpkins, and then I'm going to have you submit the pictures of your pumpkins to me through my email or something like that. And then I'm going to post the pumpkins all to the channel, and I'm going to do it so it's completely unbiased. Nobody will know whose is whose. And the pumpkin's too expensive. Yeah, everything's too expensive right about now. But like I said, it doesn't have to be a large pumpkin. It can be a little pumpkin. So, anyways, steal a pumpkin. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. But yeah, just go grab a pumpkin. Like it's not that hard. I shouldn't be saying things like that. But so anyways. Gosh, I love these lives. I'm really starting to like look so forward to these lives, especially when people join and they engage. Because without engagement, like I said, I'm just talking to myself. So I'm glad to see, certain people back, like Thomas, and we got a free thinker. Right. Just so you know, Ninja Kitty put up the link to the GoFundMe for Tetra's Memorial Fund. I was gonna have her cremated. I've now decided that I'm gonna have her made into basically like a live, or what they call a wet specimen. However, it's a process called those days are over. I hear you there. Um, so, anyways, I have decided instead of cremating her, to have her made into a wet specimen so that, like, she'll always be with me. And he does this really cool. His name, well, he goes by That Dead Guy. And he does this process called dihyphenization, where he injects dyes into like the musculature and the ligaments and all those things, so like it really pops, like your animal actually like glows. So I've decided to do that instead. So anybody, I've only raised $65 or $60, and they're gonna take 15 of it, so I've made $45. So if any of you are kind enough to open, your wallet and donate even $5, it really would help me out. So yeah, that's why Kitty puts that link up, because one of my OG geckos, if you haven't watched the channel, then you wouldn't know, but one of my OG geckos died recently, very suddenly. Like, unfortunately, leopard geckos and geckos in general don't tend to show that they're sick until it's too late. And I took her to the vet. I spent $300. The vet told me she was going to be fine. I could take her home. Brought her home, and like as soon as I brought her home, I watched her take her last breaths, and I gave that gecko CPR for over an hour. I did not want to accept that fate. I just absolutely did not want to. But life is what it is. We can't control it. So yeah, if any of you feel kind enough to open your heart and your wallet to help me get that done, I would really appreciate it. I want to bring my lizard home. I can feel like when she died, her presence left. Thank you, Thomas. Yeah, rest in peace, my little Tetra. She was so special. Really, really special. And speaking of special, we had a special delivery. And for you guys who have joined, you get a sneak peek. I have waited to upload the videos. There's going to be a short and there's going to be a long form about this particular thing that I'm going to show you and stuff tonight. So you guys get a sneak peek. I decided I am going to let you guys see first what this is before anybody else does, because you guys are loyal and have joined my live, so you guys have earned it. I appreciate it very much. So without further ado, the stork visited us a couple nights ago, and we have a new delivery. Hold on 1 second. So, I have something very special in here. Oh, I forgot to hang my towel up. Oh well, you guys get to see the towel that I use to take a shower. Do you guys know that I actually like bathe myself for you guys? Even though this is all, over the internet, I actually bathe myself for you guys every time. That's why I'm always fashionably late. So, don't be mad at me. I'm just trying to make myself look pretty for you guys. So, yes, new baby just dropped. You got it, Thomas. And it's one of my first. I have gotta freshen up before the big show. Absolutely. That's why my hair is still wet. Didn't have time to dry it. And I don't usually blow dry it anyways because I sweat real easily. And that's the noise you hear in the background is my AC. Even though it's cold outside, it's still warm for me in here. Especially having like all the animals lights on. They're off now, but they've been on all day. And this is the hottest room in the house. So I'm really hoping at my new place that's not going to be the case. You don't either? What? You don't either what, Derek? I'm waiting. Waiting. Oh, that's funny. Have you done it like your entire life? Because I'm the same way. My mom used to get mad at me and tell me, no, I'm from Miami, Florida, okay? And she would tell me that if I went outside with my hair wet, I was going to catch a cold. I went outside every day with my hair wet to leave for school. Because I rather sleep in than do my hair and makeup. And that was elementary school anyways. But, yeah, so, I've never blow dried my hair. Yeah, like, I'll do it for special occasions. I don't. Like, my hair gets oily pretty easily, so, I don't like my hair, like, heavy and, like, greasy like that. I think it makes me look, like, icky. I don't like thinking that people may think I look icky. How do you do that with long hair? My scalp turned well, the best thing to do, it depends on the hair type and like what you're going for. If you're going for like straightening, if you're going for diffusing the hair, it all depends on what you're trying to do with it, Thomas. But I can definitely give you some tips on that. That's not a problem. Not a problem at all. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I need to put some links up really thick and curly. Yeah. It's actually like with my hair's really, really thin and it sucks. You're lucky that you have thick hair, Thomas. So I would recommend not putting like a whole lot in it because your hair is so thick and heavy. Just use like a light, like a light oil. I personally like argan oil, and then I have found oh goodness, mine is too sometimes. I'm telling you. But I found this new product. It's made by Sally's. It's a Sally's brand called Bond Bar, and they have this moisturizing like oil that comes in a bottle with a dropper. I could go grab it and show it to you. It's really, really light, so it doesn't leave your hair looking greasy, um, or, weighed down or anything like that. Actually, let me go grab it. I'll be right back. So, okay, this is what it is. And I swore by argan oil until I found this, because it's even lighter than argan oil is. Argan oil is great at repairing your hair and keeping your hair healthy and all that. And I've always used argan oil, like I said, until I found this. And it's Bond Bar number 7 bonding concentrate. And like I said, it's just a real light oil, and it comes in a dropper, and like I just take a whole dropper full and drop it in my hand. And I have really thin hair, so it may take a little bit more for you, but this is a great product. I'm in love. I have like 3 bottles unopened. So I'm gonna make sure that I don't run out of this. I fried my hair, thanks to Sally's, because they told me I could keep bleaching my hair as long as I use the Bond Bar in between. I could bleach my hair 3 times in a day. So my silly butt. Am I allowed to say butt? I don't know. I don't know about all the rules on words with YouTube yet, and I've been here for a minute. But anyways, I try and keep my my language kid friendly, because there are kids that watch the channel. So anyways, I'm in love with that product, and I fried my hair really bad, because I was told that yeah, I would recommend using hair products to tame your hair, because if you're just throwing a hat over your head, then like, what fun is that? Do something a little different, change it a little bit. That's what I think. Definitely. So yes, I recommend that product. And then I also recommend what's the name of the company? I used to only use this product, and they sell it at Sally's too, but I can't remember the name of it right now. And when I do, I'll let you know. So okay, so we had, and I see people popping in and popping out. Hello, whoever's joined us. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, I'd appreciate it. Helps the channel out, and it's free for you to do. But yeah, so I completely fried my hair, and so now I'm dealing with like ends that are just, I just want to cut it all off. And this is the longest I've had it in like 10 years or something, because I always grow my hair out and then I chop it all off. So I've decided to grow my hair out. We'll see how far I get before I get scissor happy. We'll see if that works. Welcome to whoever's joined. Come, have some fun with us. We're just kind of goofing around, but I've got something really cool to show you guys. It's the smallest thing, like the smallest thing. And I was going to do like, and I'll do it in the future, like from like start to beginning, handling the eggs, so you can see the development as the embryo grows. I find it so fascinating, and it's so hard for me not to like go to the incubator and candle them like every day. And it's best not to just, you know, to just leave them be and let them do their thing. Just like in nature, just kind of, you know, leave alone, and they're gonna do better than if you keep messing with them. But I am candle happy, and also, um, well, not a clutch, but okay. So I have a species of geckos called Heteronotia benoye geckos. These geckos are native to Australia. They don't get very big. They only get to be about that big. So you can only imagine how small the eggs are and the babies. So I, if it didn't get squished, I can show you the egg real quick. There it is. I have saved the eggs of all of my first hatchlings. I'll probably like do something with resin or something and like put them, you know, in like a resin tower or something. So this, what do you guys think came out of this? And I've got more incubating. It's gonna be more than a clutch. It's gonna be like a whole harem. Anybody have a guess as to what kind of gecko this might be? It's a hard shell. Most of the time, you don't want your good guess. But I'm not Molly. um, so, anyways, I'm just giving a jab to Wally. A milligecko. Derek, I got a giant millipede. and yes. So I got a giant millipede, and last live we were playing with it and showing it off and going over cool facts about the millipede. So anyways, yeah, so that's where that came in. Hopefully you'll be able to join more, Derek. I'd really like that. You know I like talking to you. You're one of my best friends in the community, so I always welcome you, you know, if you have the time, to please join my lives, because it's not the same without you. So yes, I have a gecko that came out of this egg. I'm sure you guys can tell how small that is. In the video, like, it's kind of hard to tell, but holding it up, camera, I don't want to drop it. Now, I'll give you guys this is my partial nap time. Oh. Oh, thanks for joining, Derek. I really appreciate it. Like I said, when you can, we'd love to have you. You know that. We'd love to have you. And I appreciate you being here, because, you know, the more people that join, the more that this is going to take off. And I'm really trying to get this to take off, and have, like, a loyal following of people who are going to watch and engage, because, like I said, it isn't any fun without the people who watch it. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself. You know, house gecko's close, but not a house gecko. It is a Heteronotia benoye gecko. And these geckos, I'm afraid to even handle her. She's so small. Let me see if I can get her in a cup or something, because they're fast, like fast. We had, up until the other day, only lost one tail, and it was one of these guys, because they are so fast. And you know, he didn't realize, because he's not really a handler. What he knows, he's learned from me, and he's done some research on his own as well. But it's really more my thing. So he didn't know like how fast these geckos could be. House gecko eggs way smaller, really? You know, it's funny because I was actually going to look up what the smallest gecko, you know, newborn gecko is. And because I'm touting this as the world's smallest gecko. And I really don't care if it's not, but it's going to be for me. So, like I said, you guys got a sneak peek of the world's smallest gecko. And we lost someone. I wonder if it was Kitty. Kitty does have technical difficulties sometimes. Are you still with us, Kitty? That sand got cold fast. Oh my gosh. I just noticed that her little poopies. They're so teeny tiny. They look like, you know, if you know what, you, Thomas, would know what isopod poo looks like. And, present, they look like little isopod poops. So, okay, what's the best way to do this? I mean, I could hold the tub up, but that's not really gonna give. I'm not trying to get the, I think, our house. It was really small, even a while. Yeah, wait till you see this one. This little witch hat drives me nuts because I'm a perfectionist, and this sticks to everything. What was the point in that? I don't know. It looks cool, but not if it doesn't like sit right. So anyways, let me get a cup, and a clear cup. Okay, we're gonna try this here. Now, she also is able to like lift up on her tail to try and get out. She was trying to get out of her hatch cup like that. Come on, babies. Come on. Come on. Just go in the cup for me, please. No, I need your cup. There you go. Woo! I got her. Look at how teeny that thing is. Because I got sand in there. I didn't want sand in there. Really, on camera, you don't get a good perspective of how small this gecko is. Thank you. It's actually a her, and that's one of the coolest things about this species. Okay, now mind you, this is a condiment cup, like they use in fast food, like to give you ketchup and stuff like that. That's what kind of cup this is. So the cup is bigger than it looks, and the gecko is bigger than it looks. Yes, a true dinky dino. That's right. You got it, kitty. So, yeah, that is my first Heteronotia benoye gecko to hatch. I'm so excited! And I've got more incubating because something that's really cool about this species is that they're all female. There's not a male at all in the species. The reason being is that they reproduce in a process called parthenogenesis. And she hatched about 3 days ago. She's so adorable. I want to hold her so bad, but she's like too small. Yep, you're absolutely right. Ninja Kitty hit it right on the head. Yes, they do. I've never seen them do it. They're very secretive, but they have a cave. A little bit, but I don't think she's grown all that much yet. I think that it's probably a little bit slower growing of a gecko. And they also don't get very big either. You know, they like I said, they only get to be about 2 inches. I mean, with her tail, she's long, but she's not. So, like, if you just count her body, she's, I don't know, I'd say like an inch, if that. I guess I really want to take her out so you guys can see her better, but these ladies will take off in a flash, and she's so small I'll never get her back. So, at least not without hurting her. So I'm not going to do that. That would not be. Oh, thank you, Thomas. I'm glad you guys can see her. So I don't have a name for her yet. Yeah, are you talking about, when she hatched? Kitty? Oh, you're talking about how long they grow. Yeah, correct. Yep, about 2 to 2.5 inches. Right now, without her tail, because let me show you the parents. Let me get one out for you. You're not gonna make it easy, are you? I just need one of you. Stinkers. Well, you guys, I might not be able to get one. They're all being stinkers. They don't want to come out. Come on. I'm going to show you one that is gravid, too. I know she is. I can tell by looking at her. Come here, little lady. Okay, I'm about to give up on this venture. That's how fast they are. Ooh, and I just found an egg, you guys. Ha, new egg, new egg. That wasn't there earlier. Okay, for whoever who has sat through that, forever who is still here. Look what I found. Yeah, they just kind of lay the eggs like where they feel it's warm and safe. And that's about it. So, oh, did Derek already leave? I don't know if I got to say bye. If you're still with us, Derek, goodbye. Have a good night. Don't work too hard. You know, it's funny, actually, these particular geckos are, motherly. They have, you know, they have the motherly instincts, from what I understand. They'll actually herd the, like the prey items towards the babies. And I want to put her in there with them, but at the same time, even though, you know, from what I understand, they have maternal instincts and take care of the babies, I'm still hesitant to do that because they're they're small enough to just be eaten up. So yeah, that gecko came out of an egg the same size as this. And you guys can get an idea, like based on my fingernail and stuff, good perspective, how teeny that egg is. So, and they take about 30 to 60 days to hatch. It is, right? Can you believe that little teeny gecko? Like, when I went to go, because I was candling it, and I wanted to take like pictures, but the way that we have it set up, like I can't take pictures on his phone and be able to get it into like my social, you know, into the business social media, which is basically me now. We don't have a way to get like videos into from his phone into the business accounts. So what I did was I just like made him kind of like rename the social media that we had started because like it just was all messed up. I couldn't post anything that I edited on anything on any of the platforms. So I just decided that everything is going to be shot on my phone for right now, you know, until we have money for a camera, if we ever do get a camera, because really, honestly, you don't need one. They're nice. I would like one to, you know, take some nice pictures of my animals and stuff like that, but they're not necessary. So, yeah, what was I saying? I forget what I was saying. But, oh, so the last time that I went in to look at the egg, I noticed that like you really couldn't see much anymore, even though I knew the egg was viable. Um, what it was is like the gecko has grown so much that they're filled up. They filled up the entire egg. So at that point, like you really couldn't see anything. And then just a few days later, she hatched. So, and I've got 1, 2 incubating, and now a third. I'm wondering, they just started popping out eggs recently, so I'm wondering how often, because like I said, I just went through their tank today for eggs, and I didn't find any. So sometime, they during the day, one of them has laid an egg, and there's like I have 4, and if you want to breed them, like it's better to have a grouping of 4, because they do the pseudo copulation, and it actually, it it like stimulates them to produce the eggs. So, like, if you just keep one, you'll get an egg every once in a while, maybe 1 or 2 a year. But if you keep, like, 4 of them per se, then you'll get eggs, like, constantly. So, and they're really cool geckos. A lot of people like to use them, like, as, like, something nice to look at. Like, at work, they'll put them, like, in a little tank, something like that on their desk. Even at home. They're really cute little geckos. I gotta tell you that. They have an interesting hunting behavior too. When they hunt, their little tails will like go up in the air and they wiggle. And I'm not sure like if that's to try and attract prey, to think like that's something to eat or what. But it's a really cute behavior. So yeah, like I was telling you, Thomas. Thanks. Right? They are funny. Geckos in general are funny creatures. So I'd started to say that we had only lost one tail. Like this entire time that we've been, that we've had all the animals. I've owned and I've worked with reptiles like for most of my life since I was like 13, and I'm 45 now, so over 30 years. And I didn't have any when I met Brian. First we got Hallie the snake. Then we got the big terrarium with all the green tree frogs and the Asian grass lizard, basically. And those are very underrated pets. They are so cool, but mostly only kids keep them. I do. I have one for right now. I will be getting more into the snakes. I've actually worked with snakes more than geckos or any other type of reptile I've owned and worked with, because I've done a lot of work like at like nature centers, places like that. So, and I've also worked at pet shops and good old PetSmart and stuff. So I've gone, in between, like I've had periods of time where I don't have any pets. So when I met Brian, I didn't have a pet. My kitten actually had just passed from feline leukemia, and I was still mourning that. And that was one of the best cats I've ever had. But yeah, I have an albino milk snake, and actually I have a video that I need to make, like I need to edit, because you guys will see him like literally eating right out of my hand. My snake and I have a really, really good bond. I'm literally able to like make him just stay still, and it's almost like a hypnotic effect. And like Brian has pointed it out before, like how are you able to do that? Because he's a fidgety snake. But you know, give him to me and let me hold him for a little bit, and he's fine. I can literally like set him down and walk away and know he's not gonna go slithering off. I mean, not for a long period of time would I try and do that, but I know like I could run to the kitchen or whatever, and I'd come back and he'll still be there. Yes, yes, I am a snake charmer. You gonna buy me one of those baskets and the little horns? I'll give you my P.O. box, Thomas. Oh, by the way, for whoever's watching, I am always taking kitty ear donations, and then of course, like any spooky stuff, or like you know any what's the word that I'm looking for? Like seasonal stuff. You know, I really like the kitty ears. I feel like I embody them when I wear them. Any ears that I put on, I feel like I'm embodying that animal. And I really love cats. So, and like I even had headphones that had kitty ears on them until I lost them recently. I'm so upset. I got them at Claire's, and I don't know if I'll be able to find them again. But I had a nurse that I used to see on a regular basis who swore that those were my 14-year-old daughter's headphones. And I'm like, no, they're not. I don't have a 14-year-old daughter. So, anyways, yeah, I'm a big kid at heart. And I love, right? They so are. And I think I left them in an Uber. I'm not quite sure. I was so busy that day. And I've had them for a long time. And I don't have money to get them right now and replace them. And it sucks because the speaker on my phone, I didn't have a good enough case, I guess. And I fall asleep watching my phone most of the time. So I guess it hit the ground, like just off my bed, but it hit the ground and it was enough to break the speakers. So the bottom ones. So I only have like, I think one speaker at the top. I think there's 4 speakers in the phone. And I think I broke like 3. And there's only 1 working. So I can barely hear anything. I have to have like earbuds or something to put in my ears to even be able to hear my phone. Especially over that AC. When that's on, like I can't hear jack at all. So it's like, well, what am I gonna do? Turn the AC off and sweat my, you know, my tuchus off, or just, you know, I don't know. It's been an interesting summer. Let's say that. Let's see. Well, one thing. Give me 1 second, because I gotta get that. Make sure that egg stays warm. Go plug baby back in. So, do you guys have any suggestions for a name? I'm not quite sure. I would have to study the patterns on the mamas to see whose baby she is. I am curious to know. Oh, she's looking right at me. Let's see if I can get her to look right at you. Oh, so, you know, this is something I thought about. And you guys tell me whether or not it's a good idea. I'm trying to get like a really good. That's a good idea. I like that one. You know, I only recently started watching Game of Thrones. I thought it was like probably like really stupid, because usually I don't like get into stuff like that. But I did that too with something else and ended up missing out big time. Look at her. Look at that little princess. Oh, she's so teeny tiny. Well, we've gotten 4 likes. That's a plus. Isn't she? I know. She tickles me pink. Like, so little. And so, of course, the littlest geckos have to eat the littlest food. So something told me that I've been like really in tune. I am an intuitive and a sensitive. I guess technically an empath, and I also have precognitive dreams. So I'm kind of in tune with a lot of stuff, and it's been really, really strong lately. And something told me I needed to go get flightless fruit flies. But I didn't want the culture to go bad while I'm waiting for the eggs to hatch. That doesn't make any sense. So I waited, of course. You know, I didn't listen to my instinct. And then, you know, she hatched and I had no food for her. And that's not... I'll show you here in just a second, Thomas. Yeah, so for the smallest, you know, reptiles like this, they have to have the smallest food items. And those aren't necessarily easy to come by, especially where I live. I had to go to 3 different PetSmarts. Like, the one that is closest to us, they're a small store. They have a very little selection. I don't like that store at all. It's just close by. And then we have the one that's down, like, I live, like, in between Charlotte and a city called Monroe, and there's a store down there that has, like, you know, a lot more stuff. It's one of the biggest stores, like, that area. But I went there thinking, you know, because they usually always have them in stock, and of course, no, they didn't have any. So then I called another PetSmart, and they're like, you know, because usually they'll actually just like leave their dead stuff, you know, on the rack. So like, so I'll pick up like, you know, cricket things and like worm things, and you know, even the fruit fly cultures, like they leave them on the shelf, but they're all dead. It's ridiculous. So that's why I didn't want to go get one before, you know, before she was gonna hatch. But you don't know with these guys when they're gonna hatch, so you just gotta kind of play it, you know, by ear. I know when this one was laid, because it was laid today. But usually you're not gonna know exactly when it was laid or who laid it. Give me 1 second, because I gotta pick these 2 back on heat. Benoye gecko eggs have to incubate at between 80 and 90 degrees for 30 to 60 days. Let me plug these back in, and then I'll show you what they eat at this size. Okay, so, but yes, anybody who would like to ever donate any old kitty ears that they don't use anymore, I'll give you my P.O. Box number. Oh, this is another thing too that I wanted to ask you guys about. So, do you guys know who Cinema Shogun is? Anybody? Do any of you guys know who Cinema Shogun is? Never heard of him. Kitty, have you? And the other people who joined us, hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining. We're I'm asking if anybody knows who Cinema Shogun is. If you do, let me know in the chat, please. Nobody seems to know who he is. I don't watch mainstream media either. I watch everything on my phone. Okay, so he's another creator. He does completely different stuff. He actually does a couple different channels. One of them is like he does true crime. The other one he does like movie reviews and stuff like that. But anyways, something he's started doing recently, even though he's completely monetized, so I don't understand this. I think that it's just greed. But he has started putting his Cash App up in the corner of his videos. Just his Cash App, name. That way people can just Cash App him money. So, what do you guys think? Since I'm not monetized yet, and it takes a lot of money to feed these guys, do you think that's something that maybe I should incorporate? Is my Cash App tag? Tell me what you guys think about that. Whether you think that that looks like unprofessional and, begging, or if that's something that you think would be wise to do. Is that the white square with the black scribbles? What are you talking about, Ninja? Forget the name. No. No. He's begging. Yeah. That's true. You're right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, like a QR code? Yeah, he puts it in his videos. He doesn't put it in his live. He puts it in on his videos. So, you think that it might be wise to put it in my videos? And then Kitty, you're saying maybe a QR code? I'm not sure if Cash App has QR codes or not. I would have to look into that. We've had quite a few people stop in tonight. I wish more people would hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel out, and it's absolutely free for you to do. And that's why I don't really understand why people are such like button haters. How hard is it to hit the... Okay, yeah, I'll probably look into that. I have Linktree, so I didn't put it together. A friend did, and that person's not going to be able to do it, so I'm going to have to try and figure it out on my own. yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. As far as that is concerned, because I'm, subscriber wise, like the numbers, I'm getting close to partial monetization. As far as like subscribers are concerned, however, as far as like watch time, the other stipulations that you have to meet, like they're very hard. It's not easy to get 4,000 watch hours. Like, I think I only have, I forget what it is. It's not much. Like about every month I get like 30 hours or something of watch time. That's it. And that doesn't add up to 4,000 watch hours very easily. So I'm trying to, it is, isn't it? Absolutely, absolutely. Like, off the chain. Crazy number. So here's how YouTube does it. It partial monetization, 500, you have to have 500 subscribers, and you have to have either 3,000 hours of watch time or 3 million shorts views within 90 days. Hey to whoever's joined, how are you? Thanks for joining us. We're actually kind of winding down. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, please, I'd appreciate it. It helps my channel grow, and that's all I'm trying to do. And it's free for you to bonk that like button. So, why wouldn't you? Like button, 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 like button. Right? I wish. Oh my goodness. Ugh. And some videos that I've made, like, I don't get it. Like, what people are entertained with. I'm still trying to, like, figure all of this out because, in my opinion, some of the dumbest videos will go viral. Yet, like, videos that I've put a lot of, like, time, energy, thought, and, like, I know are funny or cute or something that, like, if people took notice, would go viral. But people don't take notice, partially because, the way that YouTube works. And I'm really frustrated because it seems like when you hit a peak, they stop. Like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. It's like someone could roll out of bed and pass gas. Am I allowed to say fart on here? I'm not even sure. Someone could roll out of bed and fart and, like, that'd go viral. Yet my, frog and gecko car races, with, props and everything, like, I think it's gotten, like, some hundreds of views now, but when I first put it out, no one paid any attention to it, really. I mean, if you go back and look, like, I'm taking a bubble bath with my dumpy frog, like, there's so many, shorts that I don't get it. But I'm really frustrated right now because I put out a video, the one that, it's hard to stay positive all the time, and the little cartoon girl turns around and says, crazy or whatever, delusional. Of course I'm delusional. All you guys do is complain, complain, complain. So that video has gotten 1.8 thousand views and 48 likes. And then it has just stopped circulating. And I don't get it, because the way that it works is they they test the video on a small group of people, and if they're getting a good, response, like people are watching it, people are liking it, and people are leaving comments, then they will push it out to another bigger group of people. And if they're getting good response, then they push it out to another bigger group of people. That they, all these things that they push, or towards you, or these groups or videos they think you're gonna like based on your watch history. Now, and your also your subscriptions. So I'm just like, I don't understand how. Hi to whoever's joined. Thanks for joining us. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, I'd appreciate it. It's free to do. So, what was I saying? I just totally lost my train of thought. But, this has been a journey, that's for sure. There's been some ups and there's been some downs. I've had a very rough year. Kitty knows. And don't pay attention to my eyes. my eyes don't look the same. Like, they're not, just don't look at my eyes. Let me back up a little bit. My eyes are like uneven. Yes, it will be. I agree. I'm going places, and I'm excited about that. I've got more, eggs that are incubating, and got a new egg to put in the incubator. And hello to whoever's joined us. Please hit the thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. So, anyways, yeah, I'm really excited because I've got geckos incubating. I've got geckos that are laying and have been paired. I paired Honey, the gecko that I got at the All-American Reptile and Plant show from Flawless. I paired her up with my het axanthic lily white gecko, so we'll see what comes out. She's a soft scale het empty back, so we're hoping to get some empty backs out of the deal, and whatever comes out will be het for axanthic, or at least possibly het for axanthic. So and I am working on getting a complete visual axanthic, and I should have at the show gotten one, but they were all babies and they're hard to sex at that age, although there's a new light that's come out that you can use, and you wave it on the pores, because the way that you tell with crested geckos the sex is, well, with a lot of geckos, but they have what are called preanal pores, and they're just pores that go down like the back of their legs, and they've developed a light that the pores can pick up and actually glow, and I think that's so cool. I mean, that's a big game changer for the industry, because with crested geckos you can't incubate to get a specific sex. Like with leopard geckos, depending on the temperature they're incubating at is what the sex is going to be. So you can actually temperature sex them and make sure you're coming out with boys or girls. So, or some people like to just like incubate it, like, because if you incubate it at like 85, you'll get like half and half, but you just don't know, like, or you could get all boys and all girls, or so it's just kind of a luck of the draw with the crested geckos. But yeah, it's been very hard to sex crested geckos. Yes, you absolutely can. You can cook. Thomas is saying, for those of you that rewatch this, he's saying that you can cook your geckos to a certain gender? Question mark. That's insane. Oh goodness. Hello to whoever's joined us. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, someone just tuned out. Oh well. They're missing out on the fun. But so Thomas was wondering what the correct. Yes, it's a real verified thing. I have temperature sex female leopard geckos that I hatched out. I cooked them at a specific temperature to get females. Yes, and those are Tetra's offspring, so they won't be going anywhere. Had she not passed on, then I would already have geckos on the market, but I had a lot of setbacks this year, and I was planning to be show ready by the end of this year, and it's just not going to happen. So we'll shoot for next year. But I'm happy because I'm finally starting to, see some reward from the effort that I've put in. The breeding is a lot of fun. I get a little concerned though, I care so much about animals, and these are my babies. I hatch them out. So whoever is buying them better give them the best home ever. It's gonna be hard, not knowing where your animal's going and if it's gonna be treated right and all that stuff. But I guess you just gotta trust, and trust is a hard thing for me. I don't trust very easily. Mostly because people have abused my trust, but go figure, Not in these days or ages or, anything like that. So, but, okay. This is what, sorry guys. I gotta have my little bit of nicotine. That's, what? That's a great idea, Thomas. You know what? If you want to, you could help me come up with literally a contract that people sign when they get a gecko. Things they promise to do. And they have to sign it and like you said, quiz them, and then also, make them sign a document promising that they're going to take proper care to the best of their knowledge of these animals that they're taking from me. So if you would like to help me with that, Thomas, I would really appreciate it. We could, I'm not sure how we could connect, maybe over Messenger, if you want to do that, or if you want to hit me up on, sorry, I just had a notification come down, but it was actually what I was trying to say. You can hit me up on Instagram. It's just Sarah.Jennings, which is JENNINGS, .T.A.S.A. Yes, I did. I don't know what's going on with Tracy. I hope she's okay. Because okay. I'm trying to figure out what that means, Kitty. A ring, pause, apple, scorpion. What is that emoji? Is that a box or a basket? I think it's a basket. Unfortunately, I don't think she's here. Yeah, like I said, I'm a little concerned because I haven't been able to get hold of her all day, and that's never happened before, so that's what I thought. Ring, pause, apple, scorpion, basket, and pirate flag. Is there a significance to all of this? Hi to whoever's joining us. Thanks for dropping in. Please hit that like button. It's free for you to do. And it helps my channel out. I'm just trying to grow. That's all. Help my platform grow, please. Thank you kindly. Oh, I see. What podcast? I see what you're saying, Kitty. You invited a friend, so she should drop by. We'll wait for her. Yes, I will. I've actually been Benjamin Boyce to program with Carrie Smith and another. Is that? Are those your friends? That is so cool. Hi, Neil. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. Thanks for dropping in. So I'm going to show you what the smallest gecko in the whole wide world eats. And Neil, you missed the gecko, so I'll bring her back out, but just for you. Give me 1 second, because I gotta put the lid on top to make sure that the heat stays in. I've got that little egg. The egg has to stay warm. So Neil, where are you from? It's nice to have you here. Very nice to have you here. This is a rather new live event. Gecko, little lizard dude. Yes, there's a little gecko. You want to see it? I'm guessing that's what you're saying. Give me a minute and I'll show her. Okay. I will gladly show you a gecko. I'm going to show you the smallest gecko in the whole wide world. Got a gecko encore, right? So this is what the smallest geckos, when they hatch, eat. Some of the things they can eat. These are flightless fruit flies, which ethically I'm not even sure I'm okay with this, but you know, I don't think they asked to be genetically modified so that they can't fly, but you know, you got to feed your reptiles, so it's a kind of, you know, give and take situation. I don't know if you guys can see them. They keep moving. There's some. Can you see those, Thomas? They're teeny. But yeah, that's what they eat. I can't open it because they'll just come spilling out everywhere. Okay, so Neil, are you still with us? Right? Flightless flies. That's kind of how I feel about it too. Okay, alright. I just wanted to make sure before I brought her back out. So, you are privy to something that no one else on the channel has seen unless they tuned into this. So you're getting a sneak peek. There will be a couple videos. There will be a short and a long form. So be, expecting those. I have a lot of other videos too that I need to edit. I still need to edit the video from the show. So much stuff. But anyways, so yes, I am going to show you a gecko, the littlest gecko ever. And I hatched her out myself. So I'm really proud. She's my first of this particular gecko that I've hatched out. And it's a species called Heteronotia benoye geckos. They reproduce parthenogenically, which means that they basically clone themselves. So there are no boys allowed. The entire species is female. And with that, I will show you the smallest gecko in the world. You see that, Neil? Now, this is a teeny little convent cut, the kind that they use to put like ketchup or mayonnaise when you go to a restaurant to go. So, trying to give you like something to like measure how small she is. She's so small. Thank you. I think so too. I was so, yep, she's teeny tiny. And this particular species of gecko is so fast. That's why I've got her in the little cup to show you guys. Because I don't want to handle her yet. If she takes off, like, she's going to be gone. I'll never be able to catch her without hurting her. So the best way to handle them, I think, at this age is like, how I'm doing it right now. So yeah, she's teeny tiny. But if you subscribe to the channel, please, and make sure you hit all the notifications. I will be doing updates as she grows. And then also I have a bunch of other geckos incubating. And I have, I have a couple other babies that I've hatched out that have gotten actually quite big now that I need to show on the channel a little bit more, like how much they've grown from the time they hatched out. But yeah, good night. I hope you have a great night, Thomas. Thanks for sticking around so long. I really appreciate it. It's very nice to have you. You have sweet dreams, and I will see you next week. So yeah, if you subscribe and hit your notifications, Neil, you'll be able to see her progress as she grows. And I'm also going to be doing like a series of like how the embryo grows, as the egg matures, internally, what it looks like. I'm really fascinated by that. And oh, cool! Thank you, Neil. That's awesome. Glad to have you. Welcome to the T.A.S.A family. We have a lot of fun here, so I hope you enjoy fun. Yes, thank you. That's my wonderful, wonderful God Raider and Ninja Kitty. So, yeah, she definitely will be, her progress will be updated continuously on the channel. And then, of course, if you ever have any questions about, any reptile, really, if I don't have the answer, Neil, I'll get it for you. So don't be afraid to drop comments, ask me questions. No question is a stupid question. The only stupid question is the one that goes unasked. So, yeah, if you like have recommendations or things that you'd like to see on the channel, I'm always up to, to recommendations and suggestions and stuff like that. Absolutely. Because, it does take a lot of work, honestly. Why isn't this getting back up? Hold on one second, guys. Did I not get it back up? Get back up. Okay, sorry, I didn't want the egg, did I? Did I just find your partner's channel? Armchair. Hi, Elena. How are you? We are talking about Heteronotia benoia geckos, which are an extremely small species of geckos from Australia. And I just had one hatch recently. It was my first. I've got more that are incubating, and I have several species that are incubating. Well, one that I think is about to start incubating, so that would be 3 different species that I've got incubating or will have incubating. So that's basically what's going on. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're doing good. You're very welcome. Happy Halloween to you too. It's my favorite holiday. Like, to me, this is the best time of the year. Not Christmas. So, yeah, I like to do, if I could, I would like do Halloween stuff all year for the channel, but you'll, like, during this time of the year, you'll see me wear like the little, witches hats and stuff like that. But my thing is I usually wear kitty ears. So me too. It's the best. I'm still a big kid at heart, so I love to dress up and pass out candy. And I have had the unfortunate, unfortunate circumstances that I've lived in places that there's no kids trick-or-treating. So I get all dressed up and I buy all this candy and then I sit there and, like, last year one group of girls came by. I love Hello Kitty. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you're saying hello to Kitty. Kitty. Meow. 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 So I'm guessing that this is your friend that you invited. I love your name, by the way, Helena. That's a really pretty name. Where are you from? You're welcome, Helena. It's the truth. So yeah, you missed a lot. And we've actually been on way longer than I expected. Uh, like 30 minutes longer than I expected. You're from America's Heartland, which is, I know the area, but what state? You from Ohio? Are you from Wisconsin? Nebraska? Dakotas? I'm just like making wild guesses now. Well, whatever state. I had it. I knew it. Remember what I was saying earlier, Kitty, about that intuition thing? It's been really, really like on point. The things that like come to me are just crazy. It's really shocked me. Like, because I blocked it out for a long time. It's really taxing. I don't know how you guys feel about, you're an Italian American. Ooh. So you know how to make some good food. I want you to make me some raviolis. Real raviolis. That would be good. So yeah, I've just been really on point with my intuition. I blocked it out for a long time, very long time, because it becomes taxing when you're always like dealing with other people's. I'll take that too. Yeah, it becomes very taxing when you have not just living people wanting your attention, but dead people wanting your attention too. And you're a beacon, and they won't leave you alone because you're that light. So I turned that light off for a long time. I got tired of dealing with it, and I've recently like just made some changes in my life for the better. And since I've done that, like my intuition, like I didn't even have to like reopen it. It just like started flying out, and now it's like uncontrollable. So yeah, I definitely need to listen to all of my instincts because they've been like right on the money every time. So, and then when I don't do it, I'm like, what was I thinking? Why don't I listen to myself? Like I know when I've got a good feeling about something that it definitely. Yeah, you do, Helena. Oh, I'm glad somebody does. Hello to whoever's joined us and is just watching from afar. I really like when you engage with me. So, hello to whoever's joined. Got another person who's joined. If you would please hit that thumbs up button for me. It helps the channel out, and you know, it's free for you to do. So it's a win-win situation. Like it benefits me, it doesn't hurt you. So, and it's always good to do things to help others. That's just the way it is. People are too horrible to each other. Way too horrible. And if you are privy to my Facebook, then none for you, kitty. Some pasta bundle of sticks to kitty. You're a Scorpio. I'm an Aquarius. And it's, you know, it's, and this is the truth. Like we're going completely off topic, but that's fine. That's, my lives, like, I purposely keep them a surprise so nobody knows. Not Kitty doesn't even know what I'm gonna do for the live. And I like it. I think that it's good that way, because it creates like suspense. If you know what the live is about, then you can just be like, oh, I don't want to watch that one. But if it's a surprise, then it gives you more reason to come and watch it. Am I right about that? Do you guys agree? Should I keep keeping the live, what's going to go on, a secret, or should I just tell everybody? Should I give hints? What do you guys think? Let me know. Well, I make faces at you. Hello, hello, whoever's joined us. I agree, Helena. I love suspense. My oldest son, he hates it because I will never, ever, ever tell him what his presents are. And, I'll give him the kind of hints that he'll never figure out what it is. And he curses me for that. He says, Mom, please just tell me what it is. And I'm like, Avery, that takes all the fun out of it. If you already know what it is, then, it's not a surprise. Hey, you're still with us, Derek. That's cool. I appreciate it very much. Very much. As you know, I'm trying to get the channel to grow. Outside where you're at, and I'm thinking, because there's no, I don't know about where you live, Helena, but, yeah, outside your house. What I'm thinking is that it's probably, fireworks that people had left over from, 4th of July, or like they maybe even purposely, held on to for Halloween, because I'm not sure where you live, but where I live, we don't have any fireworks, like fireworks stands or any fireworks available to us for Halloween. But every state's different, so I don't know if you guys have access during this time of year to fireworks, but I would imagine not, because everywhere I've lived, they don't sell fireworks at this time of year. And I've been wanting to do fireworks for so long. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina now. I'm from Florida, and I really miss doing my fireworks. There was this at local stands you could go and you could get 6 of the rockets, and and they're like real fireworks. When I was growing up, man, we had those stupid little fireworks that just went in the street, and yeah, exactly. Those sort of things. Oh, they sell them in the summer? Wow. I wonder if I have seen them in the stores. I don't know for sure. I would have to. Petaluma. Oh my gosh, I miss California. So you're up in Northern California, Ninja. When I first moved to Northern California, I had met my first friend, and of course, as soon as I made a friend, he moved to Petaluma. So I don't like Petaluma just for that reason alone. Hello to whoever's joined us. Thanks for joining. Much appreciated. We're glad to have you here. And if you wouldn't mind, please hit the like button. It helps my channel out. I'm trying to grow, and it's free for you to do. So that's a win-win situation, in my opinion. And it's not that hard. I'm a petalumist. Only because, only because of that fact. Yeah, I mean, my first friend, like, we hung for like a month. Oh, thank you, Helena, very much. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me because it does help the channel grow. So, and also, you know, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, you know, if you like the kind of content that I put out, it's all animal related, mostly, you know, reptiles and amphibians. You'll find a few other things in there, like giant millipedes and stuff like that. But yeah, so, and I do all sorts of stuff. Like I'm breeding, but I also do like cute and funny shorts. I do all sorts of stuff. You can ask Kitty. I play with AI filters. We do unboxings. I'm going to be having special guests on these lives. I honestly just haven't gotten, hi whoever's joined. Nice to have you here. If you would please hit the like button before you jet out. That's the least you can do, please. Hit the like button. I'm begging you. No, I'm not. I'm not going to beg anybody for anything. So anyways, yeah, I was sad because my friend went away. But yeah, Helena, if you would subscribe, I would really appreciate it, and hit the notifications. That way, you know when I've uploaded something. Like I uploaded two things today, but over the past couple of weeks, I haven't really uploaded a whole lot. Oh, thank you, Helena. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. I'm trying so hard to get this channel to grow. And I've faced a lot of obstacles in order to do so. Like in February, I was in a head-on collision and broke my back. You know, and everything was going great, and then that happened. Like, well, I can't say everything was going great. Christmas Day, I got some very, serious news about my 20-year-old son. You know, had been in an accident. And we didn't know if we were going to get him back. And we've gotten him back partially. That's really like the best way to put it. He's not completely who he was before. Thanks, Lena. I appreciate it. But he's still my son. He's still the beautiful child that I created, and he's full of love. And he's a real joy. It's just sad because I don't know how to put it, and sometimes he watches my stuff, so I feel like some cognitive, there's some cognitive delays there that weren't before. So it is what it is. At least I still have my son, and he's happy, I guess. I mean, he has some issues, with depression and stuff, but he's doing really good right now, and I'm really, really proud of him because he's gone. I don't talk about my private life really much on the channel. I like to keep that pretty private. So that happened. That was a big you know, big issue, and I couldn't get down there. He's in Miami, and I couldn't get down there to help. So, like, I was feeling completely hopeless as a mother, you know, not being able to do anything for him. And, like I said, luckily he got better. Although it's been like in stages, definitely not overnight. And, he's a lot more childlike than he was before. And there's like a picture, I wish I could show you guys, that he took of himself. I told him to make sure to take of of himself that he was on the plane, because there was this big mix up with whatchamacallit, with his flight. He missed his flight, and I wasn't able to go with him to the airport. So he had to sit at the airport like for 12 hours by himself. This was his first time flying anywhere. You know, flown out here, let's know I'm proper English. He flew out here. That was the first time he's ever flown as an adult. Like, he's flown as a baby, but he doesn't remember it. Hi to whoever's joined. Please hit the thumbs up button. I'd appreciate it. It's free for you to do. So I was really very concerned about him. Like, I couldn't stop pacing, and I had to buy him a whole new ticket to get him home, because if he didn't get home on that date, then we were gonna have problems. So, but I'm so proud of him, because their father passed away. It was 5 years, August 26th, and it really affected them so badly. Like, I can't even tell you how badly it affected them. So he just kind of blew off school, honestly. He didn't care about school. It was hard to get him to concentrate on, before his father died. He would have to take medicine, to be able to concentrate at all, and in school. So that was a thing. And just, they lost everything. I mean, they lost the home that, like, they've known since they were babies. They weren't born, in Fort Myers, where this house is, but we moved there when my 20-year-old that I'm speaking of, that had the accident, totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, they lost everything. They lost their dad. They lost the home, the only home they really ever knew. They lost all their belongings. They lost everything. Their friends, their schools. Like, they unfortunately had to be packed up, and they had to go to Miami and stay there, and that was just really a really tough time on all of us. And they're better now. Kids are resilient. They always talk about their dad, and I know their dad is looking over them, so that's a good thing. I wish he hadn't gone. I really wish he hadn't gone, but life is life. Not a whole lot you can do. We all at some time go. So I just wish that it hadn't been so early in my children's lives, and they had more time with him. But it is what it is. So yeah, so I don't really know where I was going with that, but so there was that issue with Christmas, finding out, about his accident, and then, like, as soon as I get over that, I get into a head-on collision, broke my back, tore my spleen. I didn't have to have it repaired though. Luckily, it healed itself. And broke my foot. So I was kind of out of commission for a while. I actually, like, when I got out of the hospital, I was like doing way too much, and I was still like uploading videos like crazy, and like in my turtle shell, I was in like was basically a body cast. You can take it off to sleep and to take a shower, and that's it. And I thought like I was still gonna do what I was doing before the accident, and then I realized I couldn't. It wasn't like feasible. um, it I was too injured and I was in too much pain, and I was doing too much. So I had to sit my tuchus down for a bit and just kind of do as much as I could during that time. So there was, like I said, there's been a lot of setbacks. I lost a lot of eggs because I'm new to breeding, and there is a learning curve. And also, I was sick. I got really, really sick shortly after the car accident. Like, I got pneumonia. A sinus infection. Like, it just didn't stop this year. I can't wait for this year to be over. And when it's over, I don't ever want to think about 2024 again. Like, I'm done with this year. So, yeah, it's been a very trying year, and it literally seems like as soon as the fiasco or catastrophe has been cleaned up, something else. Do you? I'm sorry to hear that, Helena. They're not fun. Do you use anything like Flonase? Because I get allergies real bad, and they can turn into sinus or respiratory infections. And I use Zyrtec and I use Flonase, and those work pretty well for me. How about you? Sometimes, yeah. Yeah, I like Flonase. I actually like the way that it, like, kind of tastes, if that makes sense. I think you know what I'm talking about. It has like a floral, like a light floral scent to it. At least that's what I smell when I spray it. I don't know. I'm weird. I have weird reactions to like certain substances, so it might just be me. Yeah. Okay, so it's not just me. Alright. That's good to know. Good to know. So, is there anything that anybody would like to talk about or ask? Someone's hanging out and not saying hi. Do we have a voyeur? Oh, my hat? It's my little witch's hat. Because, I'm that witch. And I like this one because, look, it's like feminine but creepy with the little roses and the little flowers. I think it's so cool, like the mix of like dainty with like gothic. I collect these. It's a cone of powder. I like that very much. That's funny. Well, I have a few of those, or a few of these, so. I am I guess I'm the queen of the power cones. I'm hoping before Halloween I'll be able to wear all my witch hats and stuff. And I feel like I've got spiders, and like on big spider webs and all sorts of. I collect these, so I'm always open for donations. If anybody ever wants to give me any sort of kitty ears, specifically, or holiday themed like headpiece, I will gladly take it. Because I collect them and I love them. I have more kitty ears than anything else. That's usually what I wear. But because it is, Halloween, got to wear the Halloween hats. Aww, what's your cat's name? Pirate? Oh, that's cute. I like that. Well, tell Pirate that I said hello. Give Pirate a big ear or butt scratch for me. I don't know. Or is he a chin scratched? Ooh, that feels good. Especially if someone else was doing it to me. Cool, thank you. So, something I was saying earlier, if you're available on Halloween, what I'm going to do, last year we had a Halloween party. This year I'm in the midst of moving and a bunch of other stuff going on. So, like, half my Halloween decorations are at my new place, and there's some left here, but, not a lot. So instead of having the party like we had last year and only Wally and Frank joined. I mean, we were like brand new on the scene, so nobody knew who we were. But it was so funny. They stayed during the entire time, and we literally took out every single animal. So yeah, if you feel so inclined to do so, you should go back and watch that live. That one's a riot. But we were like, that was our first live ever, and of course we chose to do it on Halloween. Like, that wasn't the best idea, but we got through it. I had just gotten this camera stand, actually what I'm using, and it tracks your face, but I don't use that feature because we learned during that it only can track like one face or it gets confused. So it kept tracking, and then it would stop and it would like track his face because he'd be behind me, and it was just like going all different directions. We had to shut off that feature, and I don't use it anymore because I'm afraid it's not going to track my face. So who knows what it's going to end up, like showing, like, or shooting. It could be like the wall, or like, I don't know, I'm bending over to grab something and it gets my tuchus. I don't know. I just I want nothing to do with it turning anywhere. It can stay right where it's at. Right where it's at. So, well, my thing shows that we have 3 people that are watching. I'm curious to know who they are. Oh, and a 4th. Hello, whoever joined. Absolutely. Please be sure to bonk that like button. Me algorithm. Oh. The weather here, it's actually, I was gonna tell you guys when I had started that we might have some technical difficulties because it's raining out here, and the weather's been mild. Like, it's starting to get cool. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's starting to get cool, but it's not yet. Like, I reposted something the other day. It was so funny. It's it said, welcome to North Carolina, where you experience all the seasons in one day. Like, you wake up and it's winter. You get started at work and it's spring. During the afternoon it's summer, and then you start again, and then it turns to winter again, fall. Oh no, let's see, winter, spring, summer, fall. So you experience all four of those in one day. Literally, that's how it's been. So, good old global warming, yay. Yeah, the weather's been really weird. It's not been, like, I've been here for 4 years now, and it's not ever, it just, like, it's stayed colder way longer than it normally does. Yeah, it's definitely, the global warming is definitely affecting our area. And also, that's why the hurricane, trashed inland so bad, is because of global warming. And they do expect another major hit from a hurricane this hurricane season, which is like, I don't know where the government's going to get the money from, because FEMA doesn't have it. I don't know if you guys are aware of all these things, but FEMA apparently has been laundering the FEMA money. And now they don't have the funding to even, like, help the people that are dealing with the hurricane. Yeah, that's true. You are absolutely right. There was, the Ice Age, where everything was frozen. And yeah, we're gonna experience, warming up and cooling down, but this is unnatural. We've burnt a hole in the ozone layer, and you can't repair that. So, we have stuff happening that wouldn't normally be happening at this point. I mean, it might have happened, like, in the future, but we have facilitated it to happen faster. So we can thank ourselves for really, really hot summers and very, very cold winters and very, like, unexpected weather and all that good stuff. So, yeah. Well, you guys, we've been on here a long time. Kitty, I really appreciate you so much. This live has turned into 2 hours. Thank you, Helena. I will. I know. I know it's 11 out here. I'm getting tired too. Sarah Sunshine needs a nap. I was in the hospital all night last night, and I've been up all day. So, alright. Well, I wish you all, yes, thank you for everybody who engaged. I really appreciate it. There's no point, I said this earlier, there's no point in me doing a live if nobody's going to watch and engage with me. So, thank you. I really appreciate all of you who have joined. I especially appreciate those who have hit that like button, and you guys are the best who subbed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, or bonk that like button, as Kitty likes to say. Good night, Helena. I hope to see you next week on Saturdays. We do this Saturdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, I hope to see you next week. uh, Good night, you guys. Sweet dreams. Sleep with the angels. Much love and blessed be.